Get ready. What you're about to hear is a lost episode of Crimson Garnet. Redone, re-recorded by our new Crimson Garnet himself.
Crimson Garnet, Episode 2. When Dwayne Bronze was given a very special gift, he gained an enormous responsibility. Now, whenever Dwayne Bronze raises the solar panels in his ring to the sun and activates the voice command, he becomes Crimson Garnet. In How to Catch Lead Again. The voice of Matthew Bronze booms through the Garnet's helmet speakers.
Keep it up. Don't stop until you've reached the place where your sister is being held.
Yes, sir,
He replies.
Deborah Marie Bronze, if you've gotten yourself killed,
He travels at a phenomenal speed to his location and attempts to help his sibling. Matthew shakes his head and replies via the speakers.
Dwayne, get a hold of yourself. We're doing all we can. I may be old, but I still know how to protect my family.
Meanwhile, at the place where our hero is racing, a villain holds Deborah Bronze hostage. The criminal looks at the clock, which shows that it is now inevitably 12 noon.
Now,
He states without pity.
they couldn't get here in time.
The lady known as Deborah Bronze replies, 50 miles in 5 minutes?
I feel 10 miles a minute is extremely generous.
You're mad, Deborah said to the creep.
Oh?
Oh? You're fixing to not have to worry about it. You'll be... The door blows open. The figure of the Crimson Garnet stands as the debris clears.
she's fixing to be out of here.
The man gazed in awe and confusion at the Garnet.
Who are you?
Unable to restrain himself, the Garnet takes the man's collar and shoves him against the wall. His voice lowly growling very clearly.
A very bad dude, man.
The voice of Matthew Bronze booms through the headset, as always, only heard by Dwayne, the Crimson Garnet.
What's that supposed to mean?
Whatever it was supposed to mean did the trick. Tears of panic filled the man's face.
Hey, look, I didn't mean anything. I wasn't going to hurt anyone. Honest. Don't do anything rash, okay? You can have the hostage. I won't bother anyone again, really.
Matthew's voice speaks.
He's telling the truth, I can tell.
Dwayne speaks.
Uh-huh.
A confused look hits Deborah's face as the Garnet lets the man free.
Okay. Go. But don't do it again.
The man runs off without a moment's hesitation, fearing for his life. Deborah embraces her brother who wears the suit of the Crimson Garnet. Thanks, Lightning. Dwayne is left basically speechless.
Well, uh-huh.
As they leave the building, Matthew's voice booms over the speakers in Garnet's helmet yet again.
A very bad dude?
Dwayne shrugs.
Hey, it worked, didn't it?
Meanwhile, in the Seattle Penitentiary, a guard is running his daily rounds. Okay, guys, show yourselves. Cell check. He pauses to look inside one cell in particular. He sees in this cell a gaping hole, where a wall used to be. More security! Lead has escaped! Sirens blare as the guards search the area, while former Seattle High School coach James Lead is rushing away. I've just gotta make it to that wooded area, he thinks to himself. Then I'll be free. He rushes and finally makes it, resting against a nearby tree. He exclaims. So long, prison life. I know you wanted me to reform, but I like this idea better. He pauses to think, then says, Now to get back at that guy.
Good job, Dwayne.
The lab of Matthew Bronze does not hold much, but it does hold all records and is the Bronze's family base of operations.
Thanks, Grandpa.
Dwayne responds.
That mission just goes to show you what you always say.
What's that?
He takes off his helmet. That some people aren't as tough as they act when you try them. He puts his secret identity away in its storage. Some type of chest. Time for class, Grandpa. See you later.
Later, son, he says. Come back as you need to,
he shouts as Dwayne Bronze leaves. I will. On the streets, James Ladd thinks about his new plot of revenge. Who am I even looking for? He thinks to himself. Who turned me in? I know a face, but no name. He thinks back. What did he say? Then he remembered the fateful words of Dwayne Bronze in his alter ego.
Say a Garnet did the job.
This had James Ladd confused, until researching newspapers and discovering the report. Aha! Crimson Garnet. I may need his help. His evil laughter trails in the distance. The satisfaction on his face, a very eerie one. But Crimson Garnet was in school as Dwayne Bronze. The teacher lectured on. The equation therefore states that the energy from the lightning cannot only be used to generate power, but also, in theory, be used to generate a small amount of projected lightning or other electricity. Any questions? The teacher looked up and smiled. Mr. Bronze? Dwayne spoke up. I just have to say that it would seem to me that only a genius could figure that out. That's why I'm the teacher, Dwayne. God gave man a lot of intelligence. We must put it to good use, and not evil. But James Ladd had other ideas about the use of intelligence. A mysterious benefactor had snuck various technology into prison for his use. He was able to easily get out and build this suit. He stood looking himself over. A targeting panel over one eye and an eyepiece over the other. A uniform to match his evil, with an insignian L on the left lapel, and a belt and buckle to match.
With this new suit, I am stronger, more versatile. I can now fight Garnet with more ammo. Coach Ladd is no more. Only Ladd remains.
Dwayne, however, was also making some modifications. He touches his tool to the ring's internal components, and it sparks. There! Done. Dwayne closes the ring and puts it on. But does it work? He raises his ring to the sun and calls, Garnet! The command is called. The clouds seem disturbed. They become electrified. Lightning flashes in all its majesty and is absorbed by the ring. Still works. But will it fire? A command is called by Dwayne. Flash! Suddenly, lightning flares and hits its target. A glass jar on a fence post, shattering to pieces. Great! Dwayne smiles. Now it has defensive and offensive capabilities. Dwayne speaks again. Truce! And the ring deactivates. Half an hour later, Ladd was searching for his foe.
Where's the Garnet?
His voice sounded of menace and villainy as he grabbed the man's collar and backed him against the wall. I don't know, man. Honest. Leave me be, please.
No can do. I am in desperate need of a companion. Or should I say, hostage.
No. No! The glare in his eyes showed satisfaction. As the stranger's fears were brought forward.
Yes. Yes, oh yes, I will find the Crimson Garnet.
The Crimson Garnet was not aware of his hunter when showing the ring's new power to his grandfather.
Dwayne,
His grandfather said excitedly.
the target. It's charred all the way through.
Truce. The ring deactivates. All because I stayed in college after starting this. Cool.
Very cool, Dwayne.
Somewhere deep in the city. So, do you come to me with results? A black-robed stranger speaks in a strange Irish voice, tinged with technology. They don't see his face.
Yes, sir.
They follow his wishes. Speak then, he says. His spies are everywhere.
All is going as planned. Coach Led has escaped, and now is stronger and merely calls himself Led.
The man speaking was well dressed in a suit and tie.
However, this Garnet creep is very threatening.
Very interesting. We will win. The city will know of Street Boss, he continues. Go and tell Led what his new job will be. Yes, sir, the man responds. Later, the man had his target in sight.
Psst! Psst! Hey!
He called to Led. Led, startled for a moment, diverts his attention and turns his back to the voice.
Who dares?
In that moment, the new hostage runs quickly away.
Hey!
Led is angered by this.
Forget the hostage,
the stranger said.
How'd you know?
Never mind that, Led. You've got a new job.
What are you talking about? How do you know me, petty man?
I'm not petty, the man responds. I work for Street Boss. He has commissioned you. You must serve him.
And if I refuse?
Suddenly, a giant of a man, standing 7 feet in height at least, and weighing over 300 pounds, stands over Led.
Guess.
The muscle-weighted man says, grinning evilly. Led quickly changes his views.
I accept.
The stranger in the suit and derby hat spoke.
Don't kill Garnet. Bring him to the place on this note.
Led held the note and read its message.
1234 East Main, South Bend. Done,
Led answered. Led heads away and later prepares for his mission. He tests his special system. Laser eyepiece, 2 leg compartments for grenades, and an arsenal of gas pills hidden away in his belt buckle. Also, Led was armed to the teeth with his bow strapped to his back, bayonet gun and sheath for that, and various other optionals, including a gas mask in his collar. Not forgetting one extremely mean boss. What's Dwayne Bronze doing in all this? His grandfather's truck races across the road. Is he running errands? Closer inspection reveals several police cars, sirens blazing, following him, keeping up his speed. Is he running from the law? Of course not. He's helping the law. Crimson Garnet stands in front of the alley where the drugs were dealt.
This is the last place I saw him, officers. That is, before he was caught.
Thanks, one officer replies. You've helped a lot. Garnet has found out about the escape.
I sure hope so. I hate drugs.
We all do here.
I know. I just wish I knew where Led was.
Unfortunately, the feeling was mutual. Not had enough? Well, episode 3 is coming soon. To be continued.
You have been listening to Jimmy David Robbins. Music was by Kevin MacLeod of Incompetech. And sound effects were from freesound.org. This has been a Protectorate production. Thank you for listening.